All right. Round 5. Vintage challenge. 20,000 channel points on the line for chat. Playing against MZ Blazer. Let's see what they got. We have a nice hand here. It's got an early Oko. Definitely willing to keep it. It's a pretty bad hand against like a Dredge player, but what's the likelihood we'll play Dredge 3 times in a row, right? 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 Ah, Tundra. Rookie mistake. Oh, Ancestral? No. Oh, that's a draw. Okay. Spell Pierce? They're thinking about it. I would rather my top get misstepped than my Shaman. Though my Shaman can get dazed. So it's a little here. It's a little there. But if I can get this Shaman in play, it means I could Leovold on turn 2 if I wanted to. And that excites me. We're playing around Mindbreak Trap in game 1. Get out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense. Okay, all right. Tundra and Sea. Maybe some kind of combo deck. Hard to say. Hard to say. What I do know is I'm going to snap jam a Leovold representing Pyroblast, I think. I think that's better against what Island Tundra than an Oko would be. And this is also going to give us the ability to spin with top and find a force. I guess if you played either of them, that would be the case, but... black, blue, green, Leovold. How does you respond? How does you respond? How does you respond? How good is Oko? It's okay. It's not great. It's good. But it just depends on what matchup you're playing against. Like, our opponent was on a Tinker deck. A Tinker deck, a Leovold is going to be much better. But if my opponent had gone Underground Sea, Tropical Go, I would have been more inclined to play Oko because Oko is better versus a permanent base deck. Though opponent pitching Tinker is a great sign for us. It means they probably have no other blue cards in their hand because I don't really think you would cast Tinker otherwise. However, next turn we have 5 mana. Time Walk Oko is a great play into Spellseeker Ephemerate into maybe combo off. So yeah, I'm liking what we're seeing here. Yeah, Dredge is a pretty popular deck right now because it's a pretty strong deck right now. All right, so opponent had... Oh, it's a Mystic Sanctuary Tinker deck. Interesting, interesting. Only 4 cards left in their hand. No artifacts in play currently. Could it be a Breach Tinker hybrid deck, maybe? Could be, could be. I think I'm going to lead on... Time Walk? No, I should probably lead on Oko. Green, blue, red, Oko. That resolves. I'm just going to make a food for now. I don't want to turn my mana sources into an elk yet. This Time Walk is probably a reasonable Flusterstorm target for my opponent. Yep. I think that's okay as well. Next turn, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5 if they play a fetch land, which means we could go... We can't go Green Sun Zenith for an Eternal Witness, bring back Time Walk, cast Time Walk yet. Narset, sure. I'm pretty good against Narset with having an active Oko. This might reveal a little bit more of like what they're playing with, though, so that's good. Preordain, sure. Okay, so we have a Spellseeker, and they're gonna Gush. Okay. I think this is a 4-color Breach, is my assumption. Tinker Breach. 4-color Tinker Breach, like me and Kane's list. Yeah, Pyroblast on Oka. Okay. It's a good find off the gush. All right, we have... Gotta think about this. So we don't really have other good Green Sun Zenith targets now with Leovold in the bin. We have Spellseeker for Ancestral, but we can't Ancestral because of Narset. We have Spellseeker. We would really want Spellseeker for Time Walk, but what we could do is we could Spellseeker for Ephemerate. Ephemerate for a... Yeah, we can get our Time Walk back by using all of our mana to play Green Sun Zenith, but we won't have the mana to cast the Time Walk unless we like spun with our top and randomly hit it. Maybe that is the best thing to do, though, is to spin with top and look for a like a Lotus. Theoretically, we could also go Spellseeker, Demonic Tutor, Lotus. Doesn't really get us anywhere is the problem. We would like to have some kind of protection against a Breach combo, but seems like that'd be pretty hard to do. I guess technically Deathrite Shaman is protection from a Breach combo, because I could eat something maybe, but not super great. Let's spin, I think. Well, I kind of want to attack this Narset with Deathrite Shaman, so yeah, I do think we want to hit the Narset for 1, and I don't think that the holding up in the Deathrite Shaman is going to do us a lot of good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin and see if there's anything like crazy combo on top. And if not, then we don't mind like shuffling away. It might be that we're supposed to just Green Sun's talk about crazy combo on top. We lose our top, but I think that is a big enough gain. And I don't really think opponent has a Force of Will anymore. I'm gonna go for it. Put this food to good use. I guess opponent is not F6, so they might have it. Oh, I forgot about Narset. You're right. Ah, God, I hate that shit. I really hate that shit. I always forget. Well, I'm gonna probably have to shuffle that away, unfortunately. Because now I can't even get to this Tinker. Oh, I was blinded by the light. I hate Narset. What a dumb card. Exclamation mark punt in chat, please. I think I'm supposed to just play a Spellseeker. This way I could actually kill the Narset next turn. I'm just gonna get a... just gonna get a Demonic Tutor. No, it doesn't really do anything. Which I just think we're gonna die is the problem, chat. I think they're gonna untap and they're gonna Breach kill us, and I don't really know what we could really realistically do about that. I could just get a Misstep. Kind of not good though. I'm gonna get a Misstep so I can just counter their Preordain and try to hinder them, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what my game plan is here. I kind of fucked up. Seek for Fluster. I mean, Fluster is not good against Breach that much anyways. Like, if they go off, then, like, Fluster just doesn't beat Breach. I mean, yeah, we made a mistake. I would, like... The thing that was like super tempting was because Tinker was like a theoretical way to win the game where I don't have to let them untap. Obviously just a mistake to try to draw into it, but it's kind of unfortunate because it's really unfortunate because if I went for like if I see Tinker on top and I can't draw into it, then there's like none of my other plays do anything, right? Because all of my other plays shuffle. So I would have to wait and like draw my Tinker, and that's just like not a very good line, right? So what might have been the play is we were just never supposed to spin the top because we could never draw with top because of Narset. So we just should never have spun the top. And what we should have done is Spell Secret for Ephemerate, Ephemerate for maybe Fluster, maybe something else. And that way I could hold up Fluster off of Deathrite or activate Deathrite or something. I don't know. Something along those lines, I would think. But if opponent had a misstep in hand this whole time, that kind of makes everything kind of whack anyways, because I probably would have gone for Ephemerate and then gotten my Ephemerate misstepped. So we would have probably lost there anyways. But yeah, it was bad. All right, they just cashing in their Narset, looking for a Black Lotus or an Underworld Breach, I would think. They found a Jet. All right, that's a good sign. They do have land drop Jet and active Volk. So they have a Tundra, an Underground Sea, and a Jet is their hand. So they only have 3 unknown cards, and they have no Brain Freeze and no Black Lotus in the yard. So yeah. They know my hand, so I don't have to do shit. I just have 6. If they have it, they have it. I literally played Dredge back to back, not me. Half of my matches today have been Dredge. I don't know. What are you talking about? I would much rather just play against Bazaar every round. I don't really think it's that good. I feel like the Breach deck is much better. Especially the Dredge players I've been playing. Like, the Dredge player I played against last round just didn't have Force of Wills in the main. And so they just died. And then they boarded Force of Wills in, and then they won. I don't know. What are we tanking about? You know my hand? You know your hand? Are you going to kill me or not? Yeah, not me. That's just like pretty complete bullshit, right? Like I've been playing Dredge in the Mana Traders thing, and that's just not true. You had Demonic for Lotus this whole time? Like, come on. Why are we tanking? So frustrating. Oh, they didn't. They had Demonic for Breach is what they had. And now they killed themselves, right? No, they have exactly enough, right? No, they're actually going to be short here. They are double queuing cube. I think they might be short here. 3. They get 1 more cast, so they can go pedal Demonic, but then they don't have any follow-up. So yeah, it looks like what they did is they had Demonic pedal in hand and they tutored for Breach, but that is not going to be good enough with the number of cards that are in their yard unless they have something else. So that's why they're tanking, because they were trying to figure out if they could win. If they had Lotus or Breach in their hand, then it was just a straight kill, very easy. But because it was pedal, you have to have a certain number of cards in your yard. And it does not look like opponent has that. So they're kind of screwed, I think. Because if they go too deep here, I can go Deathrite Shaman, eat. If we draw another green source, I could go Deathrite Shaman, eat Green Sun for a ooze, and then eat again, which would be pretty good against their deck. Maybe that was the play from last turn. Maybe the play from last turn was supposed to be just get a Scavenging Ooze. I wonder if that was a possible line that we missed. All right, so they're going to go all the way in on Demonic here. So they don't have a kill, which means they either Demonic for an Ancestral, an Underworld Breach, or a Black Lotus, I guess. I mean, if they had a Brain Freeze in their hand, but then they wouldn't be tanking, because that's straightforward as well. They were missing 2 pieces. They were missing Underworld Breach and Brain Freeze. All they had Petal and Tutor. And they thought that maybe if they had enough cards, then they would be able to go through it. So now we should be in pretty good shape, I would think. Even though I lost my top and everything. I'm just going to get Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, so they got Ancestral to try to refuel, which makes perfect sense. But Scavenging Ooze, unlike Deathrite Shaman, can eat Lotus, Black Lotus and Petal. So I think we're in a good spot now. Sure. What does that get? Dig, maybe? No, Dig would be bad. Gush. Didn't they already use Gush? Force, maybe? No, Bazaar is like clearly strong, but Not Me's got like a crusade going on or something. I don't know. I would never lie to my chat. Not once. I just like don't think Bazaar is like so much better than anything else you can be playing, right? Like Bazaar, Leovold is in my graveyard, so I don't think you can get it. Unless you can. Can you Green Sun Zenith from your graveyard? And I don't know. Am I crazy? Okay. You can Finale from your yard. No, you don't run two. So they still have a land drop to make here. I mean, they went Ancestral into Brainstorm into Fetchland, so maybe we just lose this game. I don't know. Kind of hard to say. They just cast like three... What? They storm... Oh my god! Really? Yikes. Alright, I'm gonna eat the Petal, because that's the only one that I can't eat with Deathrite Shaman. That was bad for the home team. Didn't think they'd find a Lightning Bolt, but I guess when you draw 7 cards, that's what happens. If Leovold was in my deck, would I have gotten it instead of Ooze? Very likely, because I thought that the opponent's Demonic Tutor target was Ancestral, so... Yes. Unfortunately... Ooh, that's not a terrible draw. Unfortunately, what is a problem here is if opponent goes off this turn, and I eat Merchant Scroll, then they can Ancestral and just that'd be fine, or they could bolt my Deathrite. We have to hope they don't go off again. Is this Mentor? Or this is Dig Through time? I think that's fine. I'm just gonna Hardcast Force it. They have a Pyro? Okay, you got it, homie. Alright, this is a losable game for sure. Opponent has basically all the agency, and it just does it line up against Deathrite Shaman Spellseeker. Because they've lost Petal, Breach, Tutor, Merchant Scroll, Ancestral, and Bolt. This is game 1, right? So they have one... they might be on Kane's list, so they would be on 1 more Breach, 1 Brain Freeze, 1 Lotus. And they could totally win off this, right? If they had like a... naturally drawn one of those 3 cards and find the other 2. It's totally possible. I definitely don't think I was supposed to like eat on upkeep or anything. I think it's totally fine for them to exile a bunch of relevant spells. They have Time Walk here. It's quite bad, I would say. That's fine. They're at 7. They might have Time Walk and then kill me. Yeah, can't do much about that. I don't really think it does anything to eat this delta. I guess it, I don't know, I guess I'll eat the delta because there's nothing else happening. I can F6 if I do that. All right, opponent, kill me. What you got? Preordain? Actually, even if they combo off, I wonder how many brain freezes they can cast. Probably enough. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that we had exactly enough to cast Force of Will, but not enough to force and eat. Would love to have been able to eat. Oh, there's Breach. What a fun deck. I mean, I played terribly, so it's kind of my fault. If I had just gotten a Scavenging Ooze instead of using my Time Walk or using my top like a Dingus, I think we would have been fine here. I don't know. We might have still lost, but it would have been a lot better. Mentor? Time Walk? Dig? Oh, they cast Night's Whisper. That's a good sign. That's bold. That's a bold play. Brain Freeze. Okay, so if they hit a Black Lotus, we lose, I guess. Yeah, they hit Black Lotus. So I guess we lose. They were on 3 Breach, it looks like. Breach is fun deck. Because now they just cast 2 freezes and target me. And I don't think we have any way to combat that. If we had held a land to Mystic Sanctuary, we would have actually beat it because they don't have an Ancestral. Which is kind of funny. Yeah, so they just used their last 6 cards here. Cast 2 freezes on me for 20, so up 60 cards. And they can't kill me right away because they don't have an Ancestral, but I just draw in my upkeep and die. And if they had taken 2 more damage, we could have eaten with Deathrite Shaman in their upkeep. There's just no way they could take 2 damage here, right? I could gain 3 life, but that doesn't do anything. All right, I think we just lose here, so let's not show them our deck. Really very unfortunate, because I do think that was probably a win if I was good at Magic. I think you just put the Surgical because we have Spell Seekers. I don't normally bring in Surgical, but I think it's fine here. And then I think, like, Oko's kind of garbage. Mango Horn's actually fine because it makes the Lotus turned off. Only 1 or 2 of them were targeting himself, so, or themselves. They could. They also are going to flashback and target me. It was lethal. It was lethal. Technically, opponent can't kill this, but I think Citadel is just much better. What else is there? Maybe we just take like 1. Oh, Deathrite's pretty good in the matchup. Maybe we just take out like Vamp and Swords then. Yeah, that was kind of rough. Yeah, a little bit of punt there. This is definitely a keep. I have a lot of resources here to work with. I haven't played too much from the Deathrite Shaman side of the Deathrite Shaman versus Breach matchup. Definitely a very good card against their deck, but it takes a little bit of skill to activate at the right times. So what do we got, homie? What do we got? Pearl. Whisper? Sure. It's a good one. Tinker. So I have a Tinker with Force back up here. So I'm gonna. Oh, that doesn't work because I have my fucking Citadels in my hand. Okay, I'm gonna Demonic for a Lotus so we can play Citadel next turn then. Then we'll have Citadel with Force and Misstep back up. Sure, why not? I guess if we don't get an extra turn, then that might be a problem, but hopefully we don't die. Right. Okay. Doing it the hard way, chat. Bolus is Citadel. We can't beat Force Fluster. That just resolves. Alright, shit. I guess we're going to target this Deathrite Shaman with Ephemerate. And then we'll break this. And then we'll cast that. That is a nice one. Let's return... What do you guys think? Black Lotus or Demonic Tutor? Probably Demonic Tutor. Because then I could cast it off of Emerald Underground Sea, I would think. But we actually, if we go Lotus, we could be able to shuffle our deck again. Wait, why is this Ephemerate in my yard? Shouldn't it be rebounded? Oh, rebound is only if you cast it from your hand. All right, wait, what if I just buy back Ephemerate? Isn't that better? Because I can buy back Ephemerate on my Eternal Witness. Maybe that's not as good. Maybe they have Flusterstorm and it's bad. I don't know. I could leave a Force on top. Or we can just go for the Ephemerate. I guess that's true. I guess that's true. It would just loop forever. Yeah. Tundra. Ooh, that's a good one. How low can I go? G4, 3, 4. Well, we shuffle with a demonic, I guess. So we could also have tinkered for a top at some point here. It's a little late to tinker for a top now. I don't think tinker for top was ever correct. Like, we never had bad cards on top, so it wasn't like bad. I kind of think I should just DT. They could have Flusterstorm still as well. That's definitely possible. I don't want to DT for Force of Will, no. I want to DT for Time Walk, theoretically. That's going to give us a fresh look on top as well, so. Pass with double force and trophy up. I guess that's true. We could DT for force, have 2 forces, and then next turn we can DT for time walk. Or sorry, next turn we DT for Ephemerate, and then Ephemerate a DT, and then DT for time walk. Or just time walk, probably, with the board we currently have. If you think 2 forces is going to be good enough, we can't hold open the trophy, though, because you have to DT for it. Oh, you're saying if we... Okay, you're saying we should have held Ephemerate in our hand. No, that doesn't work. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, to Ephemerate back the force. Yeah, that's fair. That would have technically worked, yeah. That also opens it up to them drawing Flusterstorms, though, right? Alright, fine. I'll take a force. We just... Alright, we also have trophy, by the way. We actually just have lethal between, like, Deathrite Shamans and Bolas' Citadel as well. Yeah, I understand what you're saying now. I didn't really understand at the time. Pretty sure I'm like 1,000% to counter this time walk when they draw into it. What is that? Oh. No? Okay. What is that? Oh. Man, nah. Not about that. Actually, Manglehorn should be pretty good in this matchup. The all-important Game 3. That's true. They wanted to copy us. Let's just force it, Jesus, and not have to worry about life. Man, this hand is 1 island short. Probably. Maybe more. Let's just mulligan. Sure. I'm not a huge fan of Surgical in this matchup, but it seems like it'll be fine here. Might buy us an extra turn or something. I mean, Ephemerate has gotten back many Ancestral Recalls today, if that's what you're asking. Wow. I think the play is still Deathrite Shaman. That's a good draw, though. I think the play is still Deathrite Shaman top. I guess maybe the other way around. It's kind of hit or miss either way. next turn we can have a lot of graveyard interaction. Though if we present too much graveyard interaction, they might just try to mentor combo us, which we have to be careful of. If they play a... not that, chat. That's a bad one. Well, that's vintage. Turn 2 Tinkers for everyone. Maybe they'll hit a land. And we don't have Oko in. All we have is a trophy, right? Oh my god, really? Yeah, it's a good one too. They could have hit a land and bricked, but they chose not to do that. I guess we have a Knight of Autumn in our deck too. Oh, no, we don't have a Knight of Autumn in our deck. We didn't bring in anything to just kill a thing. I guess we just have a trophy. You hit and they put Time Walk in their hand off of Narset, and then the top card was Ancestral. Sure. Whatever, man. So what we have to do is we have to upkeep spin and hope it's Tinker and they have no force or something. I don't know. We're so fucked. All right, they're actually passing the turn here. In their end step, I'm going to surgical them to see their hand. So we can figure out how to play around this in the best way. All right, their hand has Force of Will, so I guess we're fucked. Oh, what a sad day. What an actual sad day. So wait, they're playing 3 Underworld Breach, 1 Brain Freeze? It's kind of wild. They have 2 bolts in their deck. Oh, they did have like the Mentor in their hand too, or they drew through it. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, that's the Tinker battle. We're not playing Pyroblast, so it can happen. I boarded in all my flusters and I didn't draw them right, so what am I gonna do? So I can't win this game, I don't think, because they're gonna leave Time Walk Force in their hand, and I have no way of resolving a spell. So yeah, it's not good for me. Not that I had a spell to resolve anyways. Not that I had a spell to resolve anyways. I guess I should have taken another land. All right, well, I'm going to see if they go to 2 and then I can Deathrite Shaman them, but besides that, I got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Once again, Not Me is going to walk away with tons of points by betting against me. I mean, it's hard to say which cards they drew off of Ancestral, but theoretically, they could have just had Lightning Bolt on top. All right, well, whatever. I was gonna just, yeah. All right, fine. Should be at 6. If we lose because I didn't, yeah, we're gonna lose because I did. Maybe we lose because I didn't do that or something. Unfortunately, we didn't have a spell that we would have forced them to use their Force of Will on. So even if we top deck something, we can't even resolve it theoretically. So it kind of just doesn't matter. Oh, all right, never mind. They have the lethals. They have the lethals. Yeah, that sucked. We just got tinkered. Congratulations, not me. I mean, I don't think I was gonna mulligan that hand anyways, so